Hello and welcome to the Anfield Boot Room. So this is a welcoming video to the start of the 22-23 season. I thought, as my new goal is to seek every possible trophy, I thought it might make sense to record when there's a trophy at stake. One thing that you might notice, and I should mention straight off the bat, is that I am now also France manager. Yeah, they offered it to me following, I think it was an unsuccessful World Cup, or was it? Yeah, very unsuccessful World Cup. I can't remember who got sacked, but it doesn't matter. They offered it to me. I looked at the other sort of oh god, let's cock that up. I looked at the other jobs available. There was like Holland or the USA, and I thought, no, France is. I can make a lot of impact. There's some familiar players, and I'm interested. I haven't done a great deal of thinking on any of this front yet, but there's certainly some interesting players, and Paul Pogba will hopefully spearhead my new team with some familiar old faces like Mamadou Sakho and the like. So yeah, that will play out. Maybe we'll see a France game. Who knows? Ultimately, obviously, I want to become England manager, as would anybody. And hopefully, I can build my international reputation until Andre Villas-Boas messes up something and gets fired, and then I'll apply. So first off, I guess let's play the game, and then if I lose, we'll go through all of the transfer dealings, because that might cheer me up a little bit. And if we win, then it will just hammer home how successful everything is in this virtual world of Football Manager. Okay, so straight into the game. Let's just start with it, lads. Go. We're playing Tottenham because they came second in the league. They've unfortunately bought someone who's quite good, Heriberto Medrano. Oh yeah, I forgot that the faces aren't coming up for some reason at the minute. Don't know why. I will investigate that. I'll probably just close the game and reopen it, and it'll be fine. That's what's more than likely going to happen. Is it? Yeah, okay, so we have Diego Madrid. It's just the created faces. Fine. That is fine. Liverpool scrape it 1-0, according to Chris Jones, who probably knows some stuff. How much of a boost? Yeah, so basically, anyway, what I was meant to say about Heriberto Medrano, I've had an eye on him for a while. He's okay. He's fine. He's been developing. And Tottenham sensationally paid Morelia nearly 10 million, which is fine, but then gave him 190k a week. I mean, his agent, unbelievable. I don't know if I then have any dealings with his agent, but I don't think I want to, because he must be an absolute beast. I'm afraid he looks familiar. Oh, it's because he's been on my shortlist. No, okay, fine. This guy, yeah, he's good. I liked the look of him for a little while. Anyway, so yeah, he just has a lot of players on the books that nearly made it at my old selfie lovely Liverpool team. But yeah, 190k straight off the bat, brilliant. Right, so they're playing. They've got Smallsy up front. Yeah, I did. So this Tottenham team, they came second in the league. They're very good, and I seem to have strengthened them at almost every position, which is irritating. So they've got Colalunga, good old long neck there. They've got Asensio, who's absolutely sensational, and they've also got Smallsy up front. So that's irritating. So I'll just do my really basically anal thing of setting all of the things properly. As you said, Asensio is absolutely he's a beaut player. He's amazing, but I had too many players that almost had exactly that shape, and I sold him for like 35 million, and he didn't really play at any point, and he's played for Tottenham. So I bought him for 2.8, sold him for 35. Yeah, happy days. Right, Dele Alli, yeah, he can get a smack. Ali Rowland, he's not that great, so we'd probably just leave him alone. Gabriel Silva, I remember, is very good. And Eric Dyer at right back, is that going to work for them? well, no dribbling, no crossing, so we can just leave him to it. On the bench, Cameron Carter-Vickers, which is a name that will be familiar to some. He's very good in this game. Some of these guys, I feel exclusively, are actually good on Football Manager, and that's about it, to be honest. David Santon, is he that good? Not really, no. That's fine. We'll just put him onto his weaker foot. And Oliver, never before has a boy played so many slide rule passes from centre attacking midfield. I'll just back that up with an actual vision of Oliver, who played for me when I was a Spain boss once, and he's very good at those through balls, basically. Right, let's go, guys. We owe Tottenham after what happened to us last time. Come on, lads. It's a slightly new look lineup, you may notice, like Rully. Oh, well, that obviously spoils some of the transfer business. Rully has been dispensed with, even though obviously he was basically the best goalkeeper in the world. I figure I have younger, less well paid versions of him who might even supersede him. So, to start on... Oh yeah, and I've not set up any of the set pieces. That is one thing that I meant to do before I started playing competitively. Fine. Well, we may well suffer from that. Who knows? Hopefully it's just been messy taking most things anyway. Oh, good chances in the first 5 minutes. Happy with that. Yeah, so my aim this season is to win everything. So we're talking Premier League, FA Cup, League Cup, obviously Community Shield, not the most important, but everything is everything. So it's everything. So those is it 5? And obviously the Champions League, brilliant. And then hopefully, having done that, I can then win everything. Oh, what a strike from Origi. Good running in from One Ton Gill. Perfect. Great goal. Lovely stuff. Let's see the 3D highlight. Probably won't be that illuminating, but good burst of pace there from One Ton. And it's a... Oh, does he play it? Yeah, he plays it. And then Origi smashes it in. Brilliant. Yeah, and so then the next season, having won the Champions League, I'm hoping... obviously, having hopefully won the Champions League, then I'll challenge on all 7 fronts where we're talking Super Cup, Community Shield, Club World Championship, League Cup, FA Cup, League, Champions League again. That's what we're looking at here, folks. So, you know, dream on, but what can you do? I'm a dreamer. Colalungo getting his long neck to that ball. Memphis, One Ton Gill, just peppering the goal with Tottenham, the Tottenham goal with shots in the first 20 minutes. We're having all the possession in all the right places, and we can't. Well, we've beat Lloris once. If we could beat him again within this half, that would be rather pleasant. So yeah, Tottenham were my nearest challengers at the last season. We'll see where they come this season. I'm quite happy, for instance, I was quite happy selling him Smallsy, who had scored an absolute hatful of goals. Oh, good save, Deckers. An absolute hatful of goals at championship level. And I sold him for like 25 million. He's never actually played for the team, so I'm not too unhappy with that. Oh, Pogba. Should have gone in that. Should have gone in, mate. Getting lots on target, but Lloris is a good goalie, so it is fair. Oh, and another one straight into his arms. Right, let's not do this thing where they have like 2 shots on target and score them. Oh, this looks like a break. Get into Smallsy. Get him. Dyer, Ali, Pereira, who actually plays for Watford currently. Pogba, taking over the situation. Lovely stuff. Does it again. Origi, just lay it back there, mate. You got nothing on. Yeah, spread it, One Ton Gill, or through to Messi. Messi smashes it. The shot looked destined for the net, but it wasn't actually going in the net. So good bit of commentary there. Thanks for that, pal. Absolute idiot. Asensio. Whoa, great save, Deckers. I am really hoping that he's going to pick up where Rully left off. Otherwise, I am going to look incredibly foolish. Right, obviously they're 1-0 up. That's quite good. So let's tell them that they are not good. The defence is fine. You weren't that bad. I have faith. Everyone else, midfield, were fine, and attack, I'm going to say you were bad. Because you should have scored more goals, you silly people. Right, hopefully Pogba... Oh, I should have told Pogba to chill the hell out. Chill the heck out, Paul. But, oh well, too late now. They might get sent off. Who knows? So, one-time Gil, get a cross in. Someone get a cross in. Someone cross. Anyway, yeah, finish. Milton? No. Milton, this left winger lad, he's brilliant. He's absolutely world class. He doesn't seem to actually ever score. Oh, already unlucky, mate. He's got great finishing. He could be an out-and-out striker. Oh, I dare. Mother Hubbard. Right, they've taken Smallsy off because he cannot face playing his previous employer. One-time Gil here, having a great game, getting involved a lot. Milton, Odegaard, because Vladimiros is recovering from his broken leg that he suffered at the end of last season. Milton, great ball. Origi, that's offside. And Origi was sprinting towards the line, still celebrating. He can obviously see that flag. Right, let's have a look. 60 odd minutes. Let's take Paul Pogba off because he's not having a particularly good game and he's on a yellow. I think that's my only change for now. Odegaard's not doing great, so he might be the next one to come off, as well as Memphis potentially. Ooh, that could have been dicey. Just before we took Pogba off, he goes in for a sliding challenge. But yeah, still 1-0 up, so still not unhappy, just not delighted. Ooh, Hoyos getting involved straight away. Good lad. Messi, yes, that's the one. Oh, the physio's coming over. Oh, how injured is Hoyos? Anyway, we'll see. Oh, he's literally lying on the floor. Hilarious. So Messi scores a header, as he did in the Champions League against Man United. Brilliant stuff. Deckers, get back in goal, you absolute pleb. Right, 22, should close him down, mate. Should have closed him down, and oof. Right, let's see how we're looking now. So, Memphis is tired. He's going to come off. Hoyos is fine. So I'm going to bring on Ali Samir on the right. Oh, no, actually, I might not. Let's see, what should we do? Because I want to bring on Samir and Tall Nick, kind of. Let's see if this can work. If we put Messi in centre attacking midfield, does that work? Yeah, it works for me. Right. Okay, cool. So we put on Samir. He's a good player. He needs more experience and to perfect that right wing role. We're looking comfortable in the game. So we put Tall Nick up front because he's unhappy at the minute, and I want to make him happy because he's a great guy. That is. We've had a couple of shots on target, but nothing that Deckers couldn't handle. We're doing good. Messi just slots in there. One-time Gil plays it through. Not really played it through though, because it never got there, but fine. And we look hopefully. Oh, well, that's a consolation goal. Oh, and it was offside anyway. Ouch. That was a late flag. That took ages. Bloody hell. Deckers, with his great kicking, managed to not really kick that well. Samir, go off down the line, mate. Yeah, there we go. Comfortable win. Very happy with that. I'm going to say congratulations. They're good lads. Yeah, one-time Gil was great. So let's have a little word and try and make everyone happy, shall we? Well done. Yes. Midfield, let's try and cheer everyone the hell up. Well done. And anyone else sad? Tall Nick, but he didn't really play that well. But I'm going to try and get the... Yeah, get him. Yes, get everyone happy. That's a great way to start the season, really. Everyone's cheery. Comfortable win. Tottenham smashed. Bob's your uncle. And yeah, other ladies your aunt. So brilliant. I mean, I'm pretty kind of low intensity right now. I've had quite a long day. The rigours of... Sorry, so what happened today? I watched Charlton play. 2-1 win. Absolutely superb stuff. It was very tense. So real life football, all good. And then... yeah, just carried. I had a late dinner, nice steak and sweet potato mash. Yes, please. Anyway, let's not tell you about my life because that's not the interesting stuff. So we lift the Community Shield. First trophy of the season in there. Get in there. Yes, please. Liverpool win Community Shield. That's second win on the trot. I don't know. We must have got beat for those ones. That's what I reckon. I reckon we were there, but yeah, we got beat. So we've been in the final a lot, essentially, which is good. Good stuff. Happy with that. Hamburger, the cream of English managers. Is that, what's that? Successes on the field. Legion of supporters that their manager is the greatest English manager of all time. Hello. Oh, I am. Oh, okay, that's nice. Look at that, Cups. Eat that, Paisley. Yeah. Shove that in your number of points in your Hall of Fame. Yeah. Hey. Yeah. Alright, brilliant. So that's 5 Premier League wins, 1 Champions League, 6 Capital One Cups, 1 Euro Super Cup, 4 Community Shield, 1 Club World Championship, 4 FA Cups. Lovely stuff. That's brilliant. Okay, so up there with me, Bob Paisley, obviously of Liverpool, Brian Clough, excellent manager, Bobby Robson, Don Revie, ooh, Bill Nicholson, yeah, I think he was a very dynamic tactician, if I remember rightly. Herbert Chapman, I think he was Arsenal, was he? Yeah, Huddersfield and Arsenal. Roy Hodgson, legend. Stan Cullis, Wolves legend. And Malcolm Allison, I don't really know him. Okay, Man City, interesting. Right, excellent stuff. 1 Ton Gill is signed his new contract. That is 750k's worth of player right here. And he's pretty good. He's a pretty good guy. He's pretty much rocket charged. Will win any physical battle. Brilliant at tackling. What a lad. He used to be left wing back or a left back, and he's just solely forgot that position because he's now so good at defensive midfield that I've managed to successfully retrain him that he's forgot his original position, which is quite good. Oh, this guy's annoying. Anyway, let's not. He's so good. He's technically unbelievable, and the scout reports have always said he's going to be bad, and yet he just continues to be like really quite good. Okay. So the other aspect of my journey has been obviously to reduce the number of players on the books, and this is going quite well. So last season we went from 256 players to about 200. This season, if we go to squad all players, we're now looking at 156, which I view as a huge success. We're cutting down by 50 players each transfer window, which is an absolute outrage, obviously. Now, if we have a little look at how we do that, obviously we're still getting players in. So we've got however many players in. Oh, wow. Whoops, I pressed the wrong thing there. Right, get that up. Get that. Yeah. How many players? 20 players in. And that's just your various ragtag bunch of youths and other such people who I don't pay that much money for. Most of them are in the thousands, and that's obviously, so an outlay, 20 players, an outlay of 22 million, fine. Now, the players leaving here, we've had all sorts, really. I've just been trying to let them go. If they don't go, I've been releasing them. Some probably future quite good players. I wish if it were up to me, I'd put in like sign back or possibly, get profit from next sale, but there we are. So the significant ones, we got JJ has gone out for 17.5 million. He's quite good. He's a good all-round defensive midfielder. Was on track to kind of be vague. See, they still say he's on track to be world class, and obviously he's quite good. But he's 23, not getting that much better, and compared to my other central defensive midfielders, was relatively ordinary. So got decent defending stuff, tackling not brilliant, passing not brilliant. Mentally very good, but yeah, so there we go, 17.5 million. Cyril Martineau, don't know, I got 30 million for him. Some of the prices I think are so odd. So this guy, Nantes are they're nouveau riche basically, so they're spending loads of money. So I punted him out. Yeah, 30 million for him, and yeah, they spent 30 million. He's still, obviously he's quite good, quite a talented player, but he's not got it all up in his head or creatively to be actually world class. But yeah, 30 million for him, none too shabby. Lorenzo Ayala, 20 million for him. He's just obviously he's a very good winger. Bog standard for me though. That's nowhere near the standard that I'm getting to. 15 million for Gary Sargent. I always kind of wanted him to be amazing because he was 6'7", English, 20 on strength, great finishing, composure off the ball, great jumping, decisions. But yeah, he's an odd guy because he's got like bad passing and bad first touch and stuff. So he never quite got there. Yeah, as you can see from his average ratings just throughout the time. But yeah, 15 mil for him, that's all right. We let Kranovita go, 29 years old, 42 million. He's obviously brilliant. So his mental stats rarely dip below 15. Physical stats very good too. And he's great at tackling, great at passing, great at marking. He'll go on to be great at Monaco for the next couple of years, and then he'll probably toddle off into the night. But yeah, he's been great for me. And he even played 20 games last season, 23 games and 12 subs. But again, 29 years of age, I've got a 23-year-old who's as good as him and a 20-year-old who's going to be better than him. So there we are, 42 million. Can't say no. Pablo Mateusz, I've sent him to Arsenal for 22.5 million. Obviously physically a beast, but lacking in some areas. He looked like he should be really good, but I'm just not sure he is. And I was a bit hesitant to obviously put him to Arsenal, but yeah, whatever. Don't need him. There's another one off to FC Nantes. I always thought he'd be a good all-rounder. I did actually spend some money on this guy, 5 million rather than the usual 1. But sold him for 20. He could go on to be fine, but yeah, he's not good enough. Who else have we got rid of? Salerno, 7.5 million. He's not even good at all, so that's fine. 17.5 million on Vangelis. I think that's a steal because he's had some very good seasons on loan where he's played really, really well, like there at Lyon. Not so much recently, which is maybe why I didn't get the big bucks for him. I thought he'd be properly worth a load of money playing in that fullback role that we obviously just don't play, so it's not worth having him on the team, really. Rogerio Paulista for 19 million. He's pretty standard. They always told me he was going to be awesome, and he never was quite. He did okay on loans, and that was fine by me. Bought him for 6 mil. Calagero is someone I've sent out to Arsenal. I'm hoping that he's going to be a massive failure. Obviously, he's 21. He's quite quick. He's good at finishing. He's a good striker, but not quite good enough. He always scores goals wherever he goes. So 80 and 199 overall. But 25 mil was enough to persuade me. Another one I've sold, Moroccan Bill. He's great. He is a great, great player. He's on 215 grand a week, which is mad because I was paying him about 50. So yeah, what was it? 36 million. Bought him for 500,000 and already made my money back within a season. He was very good on loan at Roma last season. He was good at in AC Milan the season before. He hasn't really featured for me, and I was thinking he just probably won't. You know, we've got like people who are coming through that are as good, so don't specifically need him for anything. So 36 mil, thank you very much. Off you go. Maxim Leonov, 20 million, just a very technically able player, apart from passing. That's the one thing that you kind of want from midfielder, but you can't do it. But fine, he's 20 years of age. I'm sure he'll get better, and Stoke will benefit from that. Rayan Perrier, what was that? So bought him for 750k, out for 17 million. Made my money back in loans as well. That's the kind of business that we like, and he's not even that good anyway. Smallsy, I'm afraid it's unfortunate to lose Smallsy. He's a goal scoring machine because all he's got is pace and finishing. Did absolutely stunningly at Leeds. Look at that. 33 goals and 45 starts. But by the age of 20, 22, 23, if you're not getting in the first team, I don't think you're gonna. God, this is taking longer than I thought. Okay, Agnaldo, he was fine. You'll see a lot of these other guys going out for whatever I can get for them, basically. I would hang on to him and get a better price, but at this stage, I just can't really be asked. And again, that's the point. Reduce the float. This again, Marcelo José, very good all-round striker. I always liked him because he was both-footed, and I saw him be absolutely deadly a few times out on loan. He was really good. So like Gremio, he was good for, and well, Accrington. But yeah, there's another 35 million in there to PSG. I mean, obviously, we take advantage of the nouveau riche. So PSG, Monaco, FC Nantes, Millwall. These are the likes of the people that we're trying to take for a ride financially. He's obviously very good. I tried to train him as a central defensive midfielder, and he's good at that. And he's a really good player. Honestly, there's nothing wrong with him at all, and that's why I was like struggling to sell him. But then he just wouldn't play. There'd be no point. So he's done really well on loan. Everywhere he's gone as well. They usually play him fullback, which is so fullbacks do get really high ratings on this game. I don't really know why. I've never really found fullbacks that work for me. Hence, I play the system I play, which I realised then some of the players that I've then bought through, I could easily play fullbacks now. I just don't anymore. But yeah, 35 mil. I thought that was worth it. He'll go on to have an excellent career, I've no doubt. But yeah, there we are. He's okay. He's good. What else we got here? Yalen went for 12 million. He was pretty decent. 21 million for Thomas Skoda. I do like Skoda. But yeah. So this was on PSG approached me. I wasn't really selling him. I was trying to loan him out, and they said, "Oh, do you want like 15 million for him?" I was like, maybe. What if I have? So I've got 21 million, and there's a load of kind of clauses that can take it up to about 35. Now he's a really good player, but he's got those bits inconsistent, susceptible to injuries, and he's a very good central midfielder, whereas he's not an attacking midfielder or a defensive midfielder, so he didn't really fit my system. So I just thought, is he going to play in my first team? No. Can I get 35 million for him eventually? Happy days. So yeah, and a lot of these guys I've released. So they are just pure loss, which is a shame, but made up for by Diego Calvo, who is again, he's excellent, but he's 23 and he'd never played really at all. Did really well last season, not so well the seasons before, but for 2 million, 25 mil, that's business. And hopefully I just won't need to do this level of clear out usually. So yeah, you got Meza 10 million. I got him on a free. Paulo Silva 12 million. I think I got him for a couple of million, maybe 1.5. Sold him for 12. Even that's good business. And he did sensationally on loan in the Championship anyway. But then he was too old. So Rully's gone for 30 million. I had a bigger offer from Man City, but I didn't want to send him to Man City. See, I didn't realise he was very consistent. That was something that didn't come up on my just normal coach reports for some reason. Obviously, he's unbelievable, but with that rotation I put in last season, he only started 13 league games. Obviously, he played in all the cups because he's a big game player. I got more than my money out of him, I think, and hopefully, I'm hoping Deckers can really go on and be unbelievable as well. If not, then obviously I've made a mistake. There's another 35 mil there from Dutch Dell going off to Bayern. Again, I had him in the team the whole of last season. He started 2 games, made 7 sub appearances. Obviously, if he had a run in the team, it would have been amazing because technically he's amazing, but just never quite happened for him. So go, spread your wings, fly away, give me money, that'll do. Absolutely outrageous. The likes of Ricardo Esparza going for 6 million. I mean, the technicality of this guy, even mentally, he's great. The one thing he lacks is acceleration. That's probably about it. And jumping. He's both-footed. I cannot believe that. They got an absolute steal. They sell him on for 40 million. I think I'll get 20%. So I'm happy with that one. Load more. 15 mil for Christopher Sid. That's another one. It was so funny. So I sold him for 15 million because we had him all of last season. He started 1 game, came on 11 times. We don't need that. He's great because obviously he will score goals wherever he is, and I'm sure he's excellent. I saw Barcelona had put in a 40 million bid for this guy that I'd never quite been interested in, but had been on my radar, called Mazzini, who's 21 and much, much worse than Christopher Sid. And I was like, you put in a £40 million bid for him, and I just sold Christopher Sid for 15 million. You're looking in the wrong places, mate. The only thing he's lacking is decisions, and that's more than made up for by being technically awesome, like brutal finishing, and physically a beast. So yeah, I didn't really want to sell him, but at the same time, he doesn't fit in the team, and he's not going to go out on loan because he's like 23, 24. It's got to be done. So I'm not quite finished my business yet. There's a few more people to go out on loan, and obviously none of these people are anywhere near the first team. Goes without saying. So yeah, that's where the team is at. I hope that's not actually gone on too long of me just blowing on about players that don't even play for me anymore. That's actually potentially, yes, not very interesting. But I am driven about the business side of this, and it fills me with glee that my outlay is 22 million and the total income is 730 million. Because I think I did 885 the season before that, and then 527 million the season before that. So yeah, my outlay is staying ridiculously low. My income is ridiculously high, to the extent that obviously they've set up that separate investment fund now. Liverpool have an investment fund as a result of me making money for the club, which I think they should just let me have it. I'd be a fan of that. So we've won the first set piece of the season. Obviously, we'll go in. There'll be some probably interesting Champions League games. Maybe we could do a double header with an international fixture. That could be interesting. I'll have to figure out that France team at some point, but yeah, that'll be fun. I don't mind international management. It's kind of different, but I don't have to care that much about it, to be honest. It won't take that much out of my time. I'm not going to go around rooting around the French amateur divisions for someone to play. I'll just pick Pogba. That's my tactic. Pick Pogba and his mates. Although, unfortunately, the likes of, in real life, Pogba and his mates, like N'Golo Kante. Kante has got 62 caps for Mali. Because I saw that he scored for his French team the other day. And that made me laugh. Where is he? N'Golo Kante. Oh, maybe that's not how you spell his name on this. Oh yeah, of course, I forgot the bloody... Yeah, so he's a 62 cap. It's cap international for Mali. He has got that work rate, 19, which you would expect. His stamina, surprisingly low. High natural fitness, good pace. Better dribbling than he does tackling. So, questionable there about how well they knew N'Golo Kante before he moved to Leicester. Because obviously that never happens in this game. And he just carries on trucking along. Anyway, that's probably been enough from me blaring on and on. It's gone 2 a.m, so I should probably go to bed. That's what I'm thinking, guys. Okay, good night, farewell, and happy football managering from the Anfield Boot Room. Hey, nice sign off.